Coming up, we'll go inside the theater program to get a behind-the-scenes look at their new musical.
We'll also hear from our peers about their holiday plans.
And discuss the upcoming athletic schedule for the week. I'm Brinkley McDaniel.
And I'm Eli Mann.
Welcome to Panther TV. Over the past month, President-elect Donald Trump has been nominating candidates for his second-term cabinet. His pick for Secretary of Department of Education has created quite a stir in D.C. and across the nation.
Linda McMahon of the World Wrestling Entertainment fame has been picked to lead the education sector. President-elect Trump made a statement in support of McMahon, saying, "Linda will use her decades of leadership experience and deep understanding of both education and business to empower the next generation of American students and workers."
McMahon, a major Republican donor and former pro wrestling executive, served on the Small Business Administration Committee during Trump's first term.
The Holly Jolly Home Decorating Contest is underway. Voting for the contest is via a web-based form that can be accessed on the City of Siloam Springs website or using the QR code provided on contestant signs in their yard. Winners will be announced on December 23rd.
The Siloam Springs Library has made it a point to engage with teens and young adults. On December 19th, the library is hosting an art event for the young adult program. The art project during that event is focused on using confetti to make interesting pieces.
The Christmas season is officially here. The Light Up Siloam Parade took place on the 7th. The celebration started with a high school choir concert at the amphitheater in Memorial Park and ended with a parade winding through downtown.
It featured festive floats, colorful lights, and abundance of holiday spirit, capped off with an appearance by the one and only Santa Claus.
After the break, we'll lay out the finals week schedule and dive into the production of Cinderella.
Finals are coming up this week. They start on Wednesday, which is a B-Day. Thursday will be your A-Day finals, and Friday is the makeup day. A-Day makeup finals are 8:15 to 9:45 a.m., and B-Day makeup will immediately follow, starting at 9:55 to 11:25 a.m. Lunch will start right after 11:30 a.m.
Students exempted from exams may choose to take exams to improve their grade. However, the test score will not be counted if it results in a lower grade.
Students who are exempt from a final do not have to be at class during the final, but if you do come to campus, you will need to check in through the attendance office. If you are exempt but at school, you will need to be in your scheduled class for the entire class period.
Finals and the upcoming holiday break hasn't slowed down the theater department from working on their upcoming musical set to debut in January. Recently, Panther TV reporters sat down with Miss Jennings and some of the cast members to discuss the ins and outs of what it takes to put this musical together.
So the Cinderella story has been told for generations. The Siloam Springs Theater Department has decided to take on this story while adding their own twist.
Well, Cinderella, it's Rodgers and Hammerstein, Cinderella. It's a classic musical. I think a lot of people really love it, and a lot of the kids, I mean, who doesn't want to be a Disney princess? And so it's a really fun musical, lots of fun music, lots of fun choreography. So I thought it was a perfect pick for this year. We've got a lot of talented girls and boys too, to get it done.
Well, we have all come together so fast, and really it's just so fun to rehearse with them.
A lot of us are really good friends, so it's been super easy to just kind of connect and have good chemistry on stage, and it's been, yeah.
Many adaptations of this classic story, and Miss Jennings has decided to take her own adaptation.
But it's taking almost a non-traditional route, so we see Cinderella meet Prince Topher a little bit early on, where she gives him water, and then we kind of see their story progress throughout as he is stepping into his role as king, as a leader, and she's stepping into this role of being an actual princess.
Cinderella, or in this production, she's known as Ella. She lives with her stepmother, Madame, and her two sisters, Charlotte and Gabrielle. They're walking in town one day, and the prince's assistant, he announces that the prince is giving a ball. and so she wants to attend. It's a masked ball. So she gets an invitation. Unfortunately, it gets ripped by Madame because, of course, she doesn't want Cinderella to go because then she'll steal the show.
The characters of Cinderella are classic and very well known, but this cast wanted to put their own stamp on these characters.
And so they got to create their own character, no matter if they're Ella, Cinderella, or if they're shop person number 3. They each make their character their own. So their own movements, their own little quirks, characteristics, their jobs, their ages, everything. So it's been really fun to see them create that on stage together and how they interact with other people.
Well, of course, Cinderella, is just such a sweet and honest person, but I also think she's really funny, and so that will make her just so enjoyable to watch.
The characters are pretty similar to my personality, so I think I'll be able to kind of make it come to life.
I think I definitely fit more with the caring side of Gabrielle.
So it's been really fun to see them create that on stage together and how they interact with other people.
Cinderella will make its debut the evening of January 16th and run through January 19th.
Students have a chance to vote for their favorite teacher and peer each month. Go to the student memo that is emailed to our accounts each week, click on the vote box, and fill out the short Google form. Congratulations to Brian McCamey for being the November Panther teacher. Next up, Eli will be talking about sports.
Coming up this week in sports, the girls and boys basketball team are at home against Bentonville on December 17th. Both teams head back to the court on December 20th at Rogers. Recently, we caught up with Coach Tillery and some of the players to discuss this year's team.
We have a young group. We're returning 4 seniors that have worked really hard in off season. Have a couple injuries and players moving, so it's been interesting to kind of navigate that and figure out and obviously through off season see who has stepped up and kind of earned a spot to give us some minutes. But I'm excited about it. I think there's a high ceiling. There's a lot of work that's got to be done, but there's definitely potential to get within conference and compete and early on win some games within our non-conference.
The rest of the season, it's going to be really tough. We're a young team, and we're definitely going to have to push for any sort of wins throughout conference. It's going to be pretty difficult, but if we stay disciplined, it'll be good.
It's going to be tough to win games just because we're undersized, but we're a gritty team, and we can work hard, and we can get some wins.
I think we have become better offensively in the offseason in terms of our ball movement and kind of relying on each other to find opportunities to score. And then defensively, I think we've done a lot of really good things and made some strides in terms of our intensity and the way we communicate on the defensive end.
At the beginning of the year, we had a lot of sophomores coming in, and it was just clashing a lot of the time. But now that season's here and approaching, we've definitely gotten better at that.
I think we've improved on the defensive side, and I think we've gotten a lot better at communication.
I think our chemistry's gotten a lot better, meshing with the younger girls.
Our returning starting point guard tore ACL, so again, we've had to overcome that as a team and figure out who's going to step up into that role. Like I said, we had some kids move out that we thought were going to give us some minutes, and obviously that's not the situation now, so it's been really cool to see some other girls that maybe we didn't anticipate stepping up into an immediate playing role that are going to have that opportunity.
To finish out this calendar year, the co-ed varsity competitive cheer team will be heading to Hot Springs for the state championships on December 20th. Both girls and boys varsity teams will make their way to Gravette on the 26th for a tournament. That wraps up the calendar year for our Panther athletic programs. As always, come out and support your Panthers. If you can't make every game, you can watch live on the Siloam Springs Athletics YouTube channel.
I can't believe that the first semester is already ending. Well, that's all we have for this edition of Panther TV. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Panther TV Siloam Springs High School.
And follow the live feed on the SSHS High School website for any need-to-know news and celebrations from around the school. I'm Eli Mann.
And I'm Brinkley McDaniel. We'll see you after the holiday break. Have a great one.
Concert at the
What in the world?
Choctaw?
That's all we have for the edition of Panther
Cancer.
Whoa, that's a lot of numbers.
You said like 8, 10 to